Hey, Sister Ann Laughlin, Beacon of Hope's Women's Outreach. Working on reading my book, Journey to Faith, and I'm going to actually have to go back a little bit because I ran out of time while I was reading. So anyway, here we go. We're talking about Marty, my first fiance. He was so mad that he put a dent in the side of a boat. He had never seen Mother's temper before, was angered by seeing what she had done to me. Later, Marty was finally able to speak with Mother when they both had calmed down enough to talk. He had told her what had really happened, and Mother confronted BJ, my sister Brenda Jane. BJ admitted and apologized for her bad behavior. Mother let me out of the car without apologizing for herself's actions and behavior. Later on, at the age of 13, I was engaged to be married to my first boyfriend. Marty and was having sexual relations with him. Me having relationships with him, that is. Marty was 7 years older than I, but he did not know that because I did not tell him how old I really was when we met. And he never actually asked either, by the way. My parents owned a trailer park in Max Creek, Missouri, and my mother rented one of those trailers to Marty. I was even allowed to live with him as long as Marty paid extravagant amounts of rent to my mom's. In other words, my mother prostituted me out to him via renting the trailer to him. At the age of 14, I got pregnant, and we ran off to get married in Kentucky. Unfortunately, Marty fell asleep behind the wheel. We wrecked, and I miscarried. While in my hospital bed, my mother threatened to kill me because I was smearing her name. Forget about the fact that I almost died in a car wreck and I just lost my first baby. Not even know how I really got pregnant back then at that time, but still, I still lost my first child. My mom threatened to kill me because of smearing her name. Marty's mother, Laverne, and yes, I changed some of the names in here to protect them, just so you know. Laverne pulled my mother away from me and told her to act right. I was surprised to see someone stick up for me. Once discharged from the hospital, my mother took me back home and told Marty to go away forever and to not ever come back. My mother had Marty thrown in jail for statutory rape. But, yeah, there's a but here. Let me... But my father went up to the courthouse and had him released. Marty had moved from Osage Beach into a place in Lynn Creek, making it easier for me to continue seeing him until he moved back to Illinois again. In 1979, my brother committed suicide. When the police told my parents about my brother, I thought I was losing my father also because he looked like he was having a heart attack. My brother had found out he had cancer and decided how he was going to die. He shot himself. I was not told about the cancer for years, so I lived with another hell, asking why. For years I thought it was my fault because for years, since I was 6 until I was 11, he had sexually abused me. And when he came back from being in the military station in Germany, I did not allow him to start back up in the abuse again. Of course, I was confused again. Did I make the right choice? Did I make the right choice? I think I did. Only God knows. I'm running out of time and emotional at the end of the chapter here, of course. We'll be moving on to Chapter 6 in a few minutes. Chapter 6 is learning about the facts of life. You'll love that one. You'll have a lot of laughs instead of cries and tears with me. Just remember, I'm praying for you. You're only a victim if you choose to. God bless.